Okay, so Zootopia 2 is actually happening, and it's coming in 2025. If you remember the first movie from 2016, it was a huge hit. It grossed over $1 billion, won an Oscar, and had this perfect mix of humor, mystery, and social commentary. Honestly, it's still one of Disney's most original and well-loved animated movies. Now, nearly a decade later, we're finally getting the sequel. We know a bunch of the characters are coming back. Yay for more Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps. Jennifer Goodwin and Jason Bateman are reprising their roles, which means that iconic chemistry is back. I'm super curious though. Do you think they'll keep it as just a friendship, or do you think they might become a couple this time around? What's your take? As for the plot, we already know the basics. Judy and Nick are now detectives, and they're thrown into this wild mystery involving a reptile who comes to Zootopia and shakes things up. Reptiles? Yeah, that's a big deal. The first movie was all about mammals, but Zootopia 2 is going to introduce reptiles and explore what it's like for them to fit into a society that's mostly mammal-run. It could get really interesting with themes like prejudice and misunderstanding. There's also a bunch of new locations we'll get to explore. The first film had places like Tundra Town and the Rainforest District, but in the sequel we might see deserts and even underwater habitats. Secret societies? Yeah, that's a rumor too. It sounds like they're going all out with world building in this one. The team behind the sequel is pretty solid too. Jared Bush, who co-directed the first one, is back as the sole director, and the producer, Mary Alice Drummond, has worked on some other amazing animated films, so I have high hopes that Zootopia 2 is going to live up to the original, especially with all the new ideas they're bringing in. The big question is, can the sequel live up to the original? It's a tough act to follow, but Disney has the chance to do something special with the expanded world and new themes. We won't have to wait long though. Zootopia 2 is set to release on November 26th, 2025, just in time for Thanksgiving. Perfect timing for a family movie, right? What do you think? Are you excited for Zootopia 2? I'm definitely curious to see where they take this next chapter.